Yo, what up, Internet? Welcome to Bricks and Beer, episode 57. This is first real episode 2018. So, cheers, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. Hope your year's off to a good start. Mine's been pretty good. This year's weird so far, but I think we're heading in the right trajectory. So, hopefully your year's looking up. Tonight's beer is brought to you by a very special man. Because before I'm even going to tell you about this beer, boom, the Big Sal challenge, numero tres. This is the shit. This is what this episode's about tonight. So, the reason why I'm holding up this box, this is the fucking box Sal gave me. The Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA. Great beer. Not this beer. Oh man. So you gotta, there's something I can't communicate to you through the internet, but see this writing? This big, cool, very visible writing. It says Big Sal Challenge. Like, boom, Big Sal Challenge. There it is. Yeah. This writing fucking reeks. Oh my god. It's like waves of nastiness. So anyway, yeah, that box reeks, so I can't have it by me. He also gave me a bunch of beers and some Lego. So I'm just fucking doing good, man. Doing good. I never ever thought that this would ever yield anything, which is good because YouTube is not going to ever pay me, apparently. But I get free beer and Lego because of doing this. So huge shout outs to everybody that fucking watches this at all. And a giant shout out to Sal, because what Sal gave me is ridiculous. So first, he gave me this beer from Browergy West, the Picnic Lightning. Look how awesome this logo is. It's super pixelated. Your camera's not going lower res. It's 8-bit art. It's more bits than 8, but it's pixelated. It's cool, right? Yeah. The beer's really good. This place is by us. It's south of here. And it's a little ways away, so I don't get there too often, but it's a fucking great brewery. If you guys have a chance to get down to the like Long Beach, Palos Verdes area, Browergy West. Check it out. So also came in that giant box was a whole bunch of Lego. So I'm just going to go through it because it's ridiculous, because the dude just gives me a bunch of Lego, and I'm going to build something out of it. Well, I built something out of it, so you guys won't watch that part, but we'll get there. First thing, Brickheads. This is some limited edition collector's pack. Kylo. It would have been so much better if he had been shirtless. Come on, Ben Swallow fans. And Ray. And they got some cool printed shit. There's some interesting parts. This part on Kylo in particular, it's really cool. It's a printed 1x1 with some texture. So it's got some decent parts. I don't know. I'm not in Brickheads. Brickheads don't do anything for me. Spoilers, there's a ton of boxes around me. I'm going to go through a bunch of shit, and then we're going to get to the original Lego. But, you know, Brickheads, they don't do it for me. Like, either do Funko Pops, and these are just Lego versions of that. But the parts are cool, so fucking, of course, thank you, Sal, for everything. And then there's a shit ton of poly bags in here. There was a Mixel, because, you know, who doesn't love Mixels? This is the Reporter Mixel, full of glare. Pretty decent parts. You know, he's got the microphone ball joint parts and some good stuff. I love Mixels in general. This creator polybag, which I find hilarious. It's a pug dog pissing on a fire hydrant. Like, legitimate. And he's got the tongue and everything. And then you can make like a turkey and a woodchuck or whatever that is. I don't know. Ground squirrel? Random creature? Sure. Yeah, that one's a little questionable. I don't know about this one. This is clearly a bird, and this is clearly a dog. This is just a mammal. But you know what? I'm actually kind of stoked on this. I kept the directions because I might actually build this. We'll see. It's cute. This is kind of like a puppy dog too. Similar. I did use a good amount of parts out of all of these. I'll kind of maybe reference some of these when I talk about some of the actual Lego that I built. And then we got a Creator Santa. Used a good amount of parts out of this because this supplied most of the red parts that I ended up using, along with some of the weirder, like the oranges and whatnot. And then we got a Ninjago. Does this have a name? No, it's just a building toy. It's the girl versus the robot dude. I think they're friends. I think they're training. I don't think they're really throwing down for a death match. There you go. Less glare. See? Robot homie over here. He's cool. If you turn his face around, it has one eye. That's hilarious to me. And you can put the beard on. See? So already some original Lego content for you. It's looking in your eye. You probably have two. He has one. So that's pretty much the bulk of it, except for the one huge ridiculous thing he gave me. Yeah, I'm kind of speechless. Like, I saw this, and this throws me for a loop. Like, I've never owned a Lego AT-AT, like an official one. I was really jealous in college when Paul got the first one. So this is fucking sweet, man. Like, I didn't build this. I might eventually, I don't know. Because I used the parts for the Big Sal challenge, which there's a little bit of a soup left. There's a little bit of a mulch. This is the remainder. I didn't use all the parts. The AT-AT comes with a lot of panels, obviously, which I did not use. But I used a good chunk of the parts. That AT-AT has amazing figs. These snow troopers are legit. Their back tiles are super rad. I love any 1x1 tile that's like printed. That's just like great. So you get your AT-AT pilot, and then you get fucking Colonel Stark, or your commander, or whatever that dude is, and 3 snow troopers. So it's not bad. It's a little squad. It's pretty cool. And then you also get some ridiculous Star Wars shit. Like, look at this Brickheads poster that comes with that. Who the fuck is this supposed to be? Is this baby Anakin? Growing into large Anakin? Like, the Vader Brickhead? Probably not going to be that cool. It's just going to be Darth Vader in chibi mode. You know, to each their own. And then that AT-AT set comes with this crazy giant poster, which is kind of impressive. I'll probably end up giving this to Jeff. Not that he's going to display the AT-AT attacking the snowspeeder, but he's a fig dude. So there's a fig map of all the figs. Look at it. The only ones I really care about are the weird ones. Like, who wants the Cantina band? I hope that was the Cantina band. It was probably just a bunch of glare. But yeah, you know. So that's pretty cool. That's sweet. Keep this. Hang out to it for a while. Oh, beautiful. I'm really stoked to do this, just to get rid of a lot of this fucking boxes and shit. I have so much sorting to do. So let's talk about the Big Sal Challenge and what that is, because this is the 3rd time this dude has done this. Gives me a bunch of Lego, and he just says, build something out of it. That's the challenge. I'm allowed to incorporate my own parts. I don't really do that. Did this time. It's the first and only time. I kind of felt like I needed to once I was down the path. I didn't add a lot. I literally added 2 parts. I'll point out which parts I added. But I knew exactly what I wanted to build. So the last 2 I've done mechs. I guess I can link to those episodes below. And this time we were at Bricks LA. And that's kind of always when these exchanges sort of happen. So Sal rolls up, and I wasn't there. And he hung out with Jeff and was like, yo, here's some stuff. Here's the challenge for Andrew. Here's some stuff for you, Jeff. And then, you know, kind of made his way around Con. So as we were hanging out, I was like, oh, shit, I got to go find him. So I found Sal, and we hung out for a little bit. And then, you know, Jeff and I were just kind of going to do our thing. We were going to grab lunch. Sal was leaving with his kids. We kind of like randomly met in this stairwell. And we were like, oh, cool. And like, Sal's kids are cool. I've met his son at the previous Bricks LA. This will be the 2nd time I've met him. And then this is the first time I've met his daughter. And they're cool. Like, they're just into the Lego, like doing their thing. And clearly Sal's into it. And his son's just always hyped. Like, super hyped to show me whatever he's building. So this time, we took this photo. And unfortunately, he's not holding the model. So that's the homie Hendrix there in the middle. And he had this model that he built. And he really wanted to show me this. And he was like, hey, man, can I show you this? And I was like, yeah. And he shows me this bug creature, right? And it's pretty cool. It's got like huge pinchers on it, bunch of legs. And he's like, hey, can you build this but bigger? And I was like, yeah, I think I could do that. Because, I got an at. That helps. That's kind of a bug thing. It's got some articulation into it. And then, I got a bunch of other parts. Like, Sal's the man. So without any further ado, here you go, Hendrix. Here is your bug creature. Boom. 6-legged, segmented. He's got a stinger on his butt. It's a sword. It's got giant pinchers because, that's what you need when you're a bug creature. You need to pinch stuff. So the process was pretty simple with this. I kind of knew what I wanted to do from the outset based on Hendrix's model and just make it slightly larger and cooler with the parts that I have. And the limited palette thing is interesting because it's getting harder the more I don't do it. Like I used to kind of do this stuff a lot, which is, okay, mash these two sets together and like build whatever comes out of it. This time though, it's like now I've become more and more accustomed to building with whatever I have available. It's harder to kind of go, okay, I'm ready to do this and this is the plan. And now I don't have those parts. And now I gotta like rework that plan. So the story behind the parts I added is, see these 4 front legs? Pretty good. They use the at click hinge parts. So they're ratcheted laterally and they're ratcheted at the knees. And that was so that I could get a dynamic angle and, make them actually look cool instead of just like the at legs, which are, just like straightforward kind of limited articulation. So these legs in the back, I put the 8 joints in the front 4 legs and then didn't have any joints for the back. There were some mixel hinges, but they just didn't hold. So I just stuck these 2x2 ball joints in there. They're not great. You can see this leg sags, but when this is sitting on a flat surface, and this probably won't work as well, but there you go. So you can see it's posed fairly decently because it's got a nice footprint, and then you can manipulate everything else. One of the things I really wanted to use is like any sort of decorated element, and this is the sash from the Brickhead for Rey. It's like her belt thing, which I didn't want to use in the beginning, and then it kind of just like ended up lending itself to sort of the like mechanical junk creature deal that this is. It's got asymmetrical eyes, ball jointed head. The claws or the pinchers here can rotate and whatnot. They're pretty fixed. Like they can rotate, but they're pretty. What's the word I'm looking for? Sticky like molasses. That's probably it. And then we've got some weird kind of printing. These are the Brickhead eyes. Sensei Wu's little helmet thing is there. I felt like this was actually pretty cool. So this is this 2x1 or 4x1 with this offset, and it fits pretty nicely in this arch, which is kind of cool. So it gave it a nice little inset look. There's that 1x1 that you can barely see. Sure, believe it's there. Anyway, so that's the Big Sal Challenge number 3. Boom. Let's end on a high note, right? Yeah, so anyway. There, it goes back together. It's not ruined. It's fine. I had a good time building it. It was great. Fucking thank you again, Sal, for just giving me Lego and beer. Like, that's crazy, man. Cheers. And then, yeah, so it's kind of been, a busy January so far. The year's been packed with all kinds of things. I didn't get much Lego for Christmas, and Jeff and I talked about that. But what I did get was at Bricks LA, I won these 2 sets. I was the only person to win raffles both times. I don't think I'm lucky. I think I'm a better gambler. It's a thing. They have little jars in front of the sets, and you put your tickets, so you get to pick, so everybody puts all their fucking tickets in the brick bank, whatever the biggest one is. They had 2 of these. I picked the one with the least. Put most of my tickets in there. It's a cool set. Boom. There it is. These are rad. These are opaque. This is awesome. This is the first time I've owned this, which is super sweet. And the figs in this are great. Like, they're these wacky Kryptonians. I'm not into Man of Steel. Don't really give a shit. But the set is awesome. And you get Mike Rutherford in a Humvee. This is actually a really well-designed little Jeep model. It's pretty great. So there's that. The Ninja Turtle set. It's pretty cool. Same deal. Like, nobody was really gambling on this, so I gambled hard. And you get a sub. The sub is really cute because it's got this action in it where you can make it swim. It's better when it's actually rolling. So, say, you're a kid, you're doing floor time, your turtle sub swimming along. There's a part in here that's crazy to me. It's the first time I've ever seen this. It's this axle part. So it's got a stud, a Technic thing, and then the wheel parts, which you can use these because they're the same diameter as a bar, so that can take a bar. So this part's a trip to me. It's not new. Like, that set's fairly old. But this is the first time I've ever seen this. I think it comes in some other airplanes and other things that require some, traditional sort of landing gear deals. I just think it's a really interesting part. It's like a cool greeble thing. You get cool figs. Here's Donnie and Leo and like rebreathers. I love how they're all teched out. I like my teched out Ninja Turtles. This Gator dude's pretty cool. The arms are interesting. Take a bar. Have a stud. They're ambiguous. I don't think that's the right word. Ambidextrous? There we go. Man, my vocabulary is great tonight. This is like the Andrew drinking game bonus edition. So I also got some other Lego. The homie Jeff gave me this for Christmas. This is a fucking rad set. The bikes are okay. Like, here's this dude's bike. It's a thing. Becomes a bird animal glider thing off of it. I guess that's cool. I don't know. The bad guy bike is sweet in that it has these new parts. This is kind of dumb, this like action. But look at these sword blades, man. This is hardcore. I am super stoked on these. So you get 2 of these. They take 3 bars on the backside. Pretty rad. And then, of course, the real reason that you all want to get this. Hardcore Oni Demon Head. Look at that. It's crazy. This is not the torso for the demon. That's in another thing. But, just accept that. They have flaming Jawa eyes for some reason. I was kind of surprised that this wasn't just like a full helmet. It's actually like a mask visor, which I feel like is not as cool. I don't know. I'm not sure totally how I feel about it. It looks pretty metal, though. I'm down with that. So there's those, and then I went crazy because there was clearance, and it was after the holidays, and nobody buys me Lego, man. Like, and that's fine. I don't expect people to buy me Lego, because, like, I have all this Lego, and people go like, I don't know what Lego I would buy you. My wife just totally has given up. She's like, no, fuck it. You buy all the toys you want, and whatever I buy you, you're either going to already have, or I'm not going to get a good deal, or whatever. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. Just as long as, when I hit the clearance aisle, get a little latitude. So I went crazy. $5? Hell yeah. $5? You got it. This says $6.98 on it, but it rang up as $4.98. I love this set. This is the second one I'm buying. That means I get 4 of those fenders. Hell yeah. Brickheads. I bought so many brickheads. This was $5. Target was doing this weird thing where like certain things were $6.98, certain things were $4.98. You just shuffled in there. You find the $4.98 ones. Took me forever to find this. Like I said, nobody cares about brickheads. The parts are rad. I would enjoy this as a $5 parts pack. $10 chibi-headed Hulk. No, thank you. Finally got one of these. Took forever. I've been holding out. It's a good set. It's a good color. These are printed. That's pretty rad. Will I regret buying this for 30% off? No, it's fine. And then the big one. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. That's right. Was $50.99, $29.98. I would not pay $60 for this set, but it's not a bad set. It's really good. It kind of surprised me because this part, I don't give a fuck about this part at all. In hand, the playability of this is way better. Number one, you might be familiar with that windshield technique. I love that. That's great. This front part, it's a little flying dude. There you go. There's your rub and bot shooting away. This back part's supposed to connect with their modular mech system. So you like flick it up, and then this dude can like use this as a shooty platform because they're shooting missiles. That part's kind of lame. The car itself, super skeletal, kind of lame. Like this recessed deal, it's okay, whatever. The whole reason you buy this set though, nothing to do with the car. It's to do with this bad motherfucker. Look at this dude. Holy shit. This is the most metal of all of them. This is straight up a 40K helmet. Like, I painted these dudes. These are Chaos Marines when I was a kid. He's got like a unique, ridiculous cape. And he comes on this super hardcore dragon, which has another demon on its tail because, you know, hardcoreness. Great. Look at this 1x1 printed round tile. Told you, printed 1x1 rounds. Tiles in general, great. Articulation on this guy, great. Of all the brick-built beasts they've done for this line, for the Nexo line, this is the best. I'm probably going to keep this together for a month. We'll see. So, yeah, I guess that was relatively quick considering the amount of Lego we went through. I do have one last Lego story, and I'll tell you that. And it's kind of nice, right? So it's a good story. This is kind of how I feel about the year so far. So just sort of encapsulate it. So my wife is having a party here. It's a baby shower for somebody else, not my wife. Relax, calm down. But there's going to be 40 women here, and we got this dog, and the puppy goes a little crazy when there's people around and likes to escape and, you know, all this other shit. So I got to be on dog duty, right? So my plan is to sleep in as late as possible because every other weekend I've gotten, like, fucking since November, I've not slept in. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's called getting old. But so I'm like, dude, this is going to happen. I'm going to sleep in. And I'm going to wake up late, I'm going to get the dog, I'm just going to mosey out of the house, go have some bro time, maybe some solo dog time, we'll see. But I won't be here while the 40 lays are here. 6:30 in the morning. And Grant, we've been getting up a little early, just in general, but wife is awake. Which makes sense, because she's excited for the party and like all this shit that's about to go down, and there's a ton of crap to do, right? She's got to get her hair done because she's a lady. But what's happening is she goes, okay, I wasn't going to tell you about this, but I'm going to give you this option. In our neighborhood, there's a community-wide garage sale to encourage people to get rid of junk. So there's 200 garage sales in our tiny-ass town. And I've done 2 different walking maps, and we could walk the dog right now and hit 20 garage sales. It's fucking 6:30 in the morning, and I'm like, okay, let's just do it. That's fine. Let's just do it. So my wife thinks this is going to be amazing because 1, we get to walk the dog. 2, she's up. So as soon as she gets up, she's up. And 3, I'm probably going to come home with some glorious Lego spoils of war. Because we live in an affluent neighborhood, which means there's Lego. And the odds of finding Lego are way higher, right? Like they're stacked. Like, and her map, it's not just garage sales by us. It's garage sales that have specifically called out toys. So we go. I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. Grab the dog, walk around the neighborhood. We hit the first 6. Katie's asking, like, hey, do you guys have any Lego? They're like, oh, no, we got some other toys or whatever. And then one house is like, no, we're gonna do this. And then we find one, and it's a bin. It's not bad, it's a bin like this, and it's okay. It's got some kind of generic Lego, nothing that spoke to me, right? And I'm like, hey, how much do you want for the bin of Lego? And I'm thinking $20, it's mine. They're like $50. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Like, we've got it. I've got the cash. I could buy it, but it's not. I was like, fuck. It's almost kind of a chore. Like, I'm gonna buy this thing of unsorted Lego, take it home, and have to sort it. So it's like I'm buying work for myself, and I just went fucking crazy with all this clearance Lego, right? So I'm like, no, I'm gonna pass. Hit like 7 more, bang, 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 bang. And then there's one that's like this huge bin of newish Friends Lego, and it's already sold. And my wife is like, oh man, that was the one. That was the one. If we had been there 5 minutes earlier, we could have gotten that one. But you know why we were fucking 5 minutes late? Because we went to a garage sale before that where everything was free. Everything was free. And they had a couple of bins of toys. And they were weird toys. They were like miscellaneous toys. But in that fucking bin was this Lego boat. Hell yeah, this Lego boat. And this rescue copter. Rescue. That's right. This is fucking rad. So this is all like mid-90s shit. And there's even weirder stuff in there. I didn't grab, because they only had a couple of things, but here's some like Aqua Shark stuff. Fuck yeah. So I was totally stoked. I was like, you know what? Those couple of pieces, that's what I need. I don't need a giant bin of unsorted work. I need some select things that I can be excited about. Look at this. That's got the hose, the harness. I love that part. It's great. And there was a couple other weird things. There were like some chrome spears and, some printed parts and stuff. And I was like, this is perfect. And they also had this, which most of the time here, we talk about beer. I like beer. I like IPAs. I like this IPA in particular. We talk Lego. We talk a lot about Lego, obviously. And then other times, we have to talk about fucking Mighty Max. Look at this. This is Man-Eater. You know what Man-Eater is? It's a giant megalodon shark who's been harpooned that you can open up and transform. You guys can't really see that. Inside there are the harpoons stuck inside. And there's a crazy, weird submersible thing. And you can pop this out. This is his dorsal fin. And it becomes a cybernetically enhanced manta ray. And if you lift up this spaceship, there's this creepy alien piloting this spaceship. And there's some squid for your squid action. Look at this playset. It's amazing. This is from 1993. Bluebird Toys from Swindon, England. Like new. Like minty new. Fucking years later. So I got myself a fucking complete Mighty Max playset. A couple of 90s Lego sets. Sort of intact. Felt fucking great. So that's good. I didn't get the giant ridiculous score. I think that's fine. I'm happy with what I got. It's good. You don't need to win all the time. Just win when it's important. You gotta know when enough is enough. And on that note, there you go. Man-Eater, Mighty Max. Big Sal, huge shout out, dude. Thank you again. Challenge number 4, I think, has to go to Jeff. I think that's the deal. We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys as always for watching. Fucking, I do this for no reason. I just kind of put it out there and people enjoy it, and I fucking appreciate that. Even if YouTube doesn't, that's okay. And fucking free beer and Lego. Who doesn't like that? All that clearance shit, it's all fucking gone. So just enjoy yourselves. All right. I'll see you guys later. Cheers.